Hello everyone. Today I want to talk to you about something I care about a lot. It's about how to speak in English. English changed my life. It helped me do new things. It helped me make new friends. It made me want to dream bigger. When I first started to learn, I was afraid. I didn't know many words. My speaking sounded different. But I never stopped trying. Little by little, I learned. It was like a baby learning to walk. I fell many times. But I stood up again. I know some of you feel the same way. Maybe you are shy to speak. Maybe you are afraid to make mistakes. Maybe you worry that people will laugh. But remember, making mistakes is part of learning. If we don't try, we can never get better. Speaking English is like learning to swim. At first, the water looks deep. You might be scared to jump in. But when you take the first step, you start to feel better. The more you practice, the more comfortable you become. One of the best ways to learn English is by listening. When you listen to English, your ears get used to the sounds. You hear how words are said. You learn new phrases without even knowing it. It's like listening to music. The more you listen, the more you understand. Another way to get better at speaking is by practicing. You can practice with friends. You can even practice by yourself. Sometimes I talk to myself in English. It might feel silly. But it helps. You can pretend you are having a conversation. Ask yourself questions. Answer them yourself. The more you talk, the better you get. And don't worry if you don't know many words. You don't need big words to speak well. Simple words are enough. Just try to say what you want to say. It's okay if it's not perfect. People will understand. And over time, you will learn more words. When I was learning, I used to think, what if people laugh at me? But then I knew if I don't speak, I will never get better. So I spoke anyway. And guess what? Most people were nice. They didn't laugh. They helped me. So, if you are nervous, that's okay. It's normal to feel that way. But don't let that stop you. Take a deep breath. Smile. Start talking. The more you do it, the easier it will become. Another thing that helped me was reading out loud. When you read, your brain gets used to seeing and saying the words. It's like exercising your muscles. The more you do it, the stronger you get. Also, don't be afraid to ask for help. If you don't know how to say something, it's okay to ask someone. We all need help sometimes. Asking questions is how we learn. One last thing I want to say is this. Believe in yourself. If you think, I can't do this, then it will be hard. But if you tell yourself, I can learn this, you will see progress. English is not hard if you learn it step by step. Imagine you are climbing a mountain. You don't reach the top in one big jump. You take one small step. Then another. And another. Before you know it, you have reached the top. It's the same with learning to talk in English. So, I tell all of you to start today. Speak English as much as you can. Don't worry about making mistakes. Don't worry if it's not perfect. Just speak. In the end, learning English is like planting a tree. You give it water every day. It grows slowly. But one day you will see that it has grown tall and strong. You will feel proud of yourself for not giving up. Remember, the most important thing is not how fast you learn. It's that you never stop trying. So keep going. Keep talking. And one day you will be able to say, I did it. I remember the first time I tried to have a full talk in English. My heart was beating fast. My hands were wet. My voice was shaking. I was so scared of saying the wrong thing. But I did it anyway. I spoke. Even though I made mistakes, I felt proud because I tried. You see, speaking English is not about being perfect. It's about being brave. Every time you speak, you are one step closer to getting better. It's like a muscle. If you don't use it, it stays weak. But the more you speak, the stronger your English becomes. When I started learning, I watched movies and TV shows in English. At first, I didn't understand much. But I kept watching. I paid attention to how people talked. I watched how they used their hands and faces. I listened to their voices. It taught me that speaking English is not just about words. It's also about feelings. If you want to connect with people, don't be afraid to show your feelings when you talk. Smile when you are happy. Look sad when you are confused. Use your hands to show what you mean. Language is more than words. It's how you share your heart. Sometimes when you are learning, you might feel stuck. You might think, I have studied for so long, but I'm not getting better. This is normal. Learning a language is like walking up a hill. Sometimes you move fast. Sometimes it feels slow. But even when it feels slow, remember that you are still moving forward. Don't give up, even when it feels hard. One thing that helped me was setting small goals. I didn't try to be perfect in one day. Instead, I set small goals for each day. One day, I would learn new words. The next day, I would work on how I said them. Little by little, I got better. And don't forget to be happy about your progress. When you learn a new word, or have a talk in English, take a moment to feel proud. Every small step is a success. Learning English is a journey. Every step you take brings you closer to where you want to be. I also found that writing in a journal in English helped me a lot. Every night before bed, I would write about my day in simple English. It helped me practice thinking in English. Over time, I saw my sentences get better. You don't need to write a lot. Even 1 or 2 sentences a day can help. When you are practicing speaking, try to think in English, too. At first, you might change words from your language to English in your head. But try to stop doing that. Think in English as much as you can. It's like learning to dance. At first, you need to think about each step. But with practice, it becomes natural. Another thing that helped me was finding friends who wanted to practice English with me. We would meet, maybe for coffee. We would only speak English. At first, it felt strange because none of us were very good. But soon it became fun. We learned together. We laughed at our mistakes. You can do the same. Find a friend or a group. Practice speaking together. You might also feel nervous about speaking to people who speak English as their first language. I know I did. But most people are nice and patient. They don't expect you to be perfect. They know that you are learning. So don't be afraid to talk to them. If you make a mistake, they might correct you. That's a good thing. Every correction is a chance to learn something new. There will be days when you feel sad. There will be times when you feel like stopping. But I want you to remember something very important. You are stronger than you think. You have already taken the first step by wanting to learn. That takes courage. And here's the great thing. No matter where you are from, no matter what your background is, English can connect you to the world. It's like a bridge that brings people together. When you speak English, you can travel. You can meet new people. You can learn about different cultures. It's a key that opens many doors. So when you feel like stopping, remember why you started. Think about the good things that learning English will bring to your life. Imagine yourself in the future. You are speaking English confidently. You are making new friends. You are reaching your dreams. Hold on to that picture. Let it push you forward. And always remember to be kind to yourself. Learning a language is not easy. You are doing an amazing job. If you make a mistake, don't be hard on yourself. Instead, say, I'm learning, and I'm getting better every day. There will be moments when you surprise yourself. You might suddenly understand a conversation. Or say something without thinking too hard about it. These are the moments when you see how far you have come. And those moments will keep coming as long as you keep trying. As I stand here today speaking to you in English, I want you to know that I was once where you are. I was scared. I made mistakes. I wanted to stop. But I didn't. And if I can learn to speak English, so can you. The journey might be long. But it's worth every step. Because with every word you learn, with every sentence you say, you are building a brighter future for yourself. I remember the day when I knew that learning English was not just about understanding words. It was about connecting with people. I was sitting in a park. A tourist came up to me. They asked for directions in English. For the first time, I didn't wait. I spoke with confidence. Even though my English wasn't perfect, the smile on their face when they understood me felt like magic. That's when I knew that English is a powerful tool. It's a way to bring people together. Learning English has taught me more than just a language. It has taught me to be patient. It has taught me to keep trying. It has taught me that it's important not to give up. Each word, each sentence is a small win. Every time you speak, no matter how short the talk, you are winning. One of the things that really helped me was using English in my daily life. I didn't wait for a class or a special time to practice. I used English everywhere. I would say what I saw when walking on the street. Or I would think in English when doing simple things like cooking or cleaning. These small moments of practice add up over time. I also loved talking to myself in English. I would pretend to have talks with people. Sometimes I would even act out scenes from movies or TV shows just to practice speaking out loud. It might sound funny, but it helped me feel more comfortable with the language. The more I talked to myself, the more natural English felt. And here's something I learned that might surprise you. It's okay not to know everything. You don't need to know every word in the dictionary to speak English. Sometimes simple words are enough. What's important is that you can say what you think and feel. Even if you don't know the perfect word, there's always a way to communicate. English, like any language, is about sharing your heart and mind with others. Another thing I want to share is how important it is to be happy about every small success. I remember the first time I ordered food in English at a restaurant. It was a small thing. But I felt so proud. Be happy about moments like this. Did you have a talk in English today? That's amazing. Did you learn a new word? That's progress. Every step you take brings you closer to your goal. And when you make a mistake, don't be sad. In fact, I want you to be happy about your mistakes. Why? Because mistakes show that you are trying. Each mistake is a lesson. It's a chance to learn something new. When I made mistakes, I used to feel embarrassed. But now I see them as chances to grow. You are not alone on this journey. There are millions of people around the world learning English just like you. Many of them feel the same way. Nervous, not sure, and afraid to make mistakes. But remember, we are all learners. Learning is something we do our whole lives. Even people who speak English as their first language learn new things about it every day. If you ever feel stuck, or feel like you are not getting better fast enough, I want you to take a deep breath. Remember that learning is a journey, not a race. Some days you will make big steps. Other days you will take small steps. Both are important. Both bring you closer to your goal. Confidence is key. Another important thing I want to talk about is confidence. Confidence doesn't come from being perfect. It comes from believing in yourself. It comes from being willing to try. When you speak English, speak with confidence. Even if you are not sure about your words, people will feel your energy. That's what matters. Confidence is something you build over time. The more you practice, the stronger it becomes. Don't be afraid to practice with native speakers. Even if you think your English isn't good enough. Most people are nice and happy to help. In fact, many native speakers admire people who are learning a new language. They know how hard it can be. When I spoke to native speakers, I was nervous at first. But I quickly learned that they liked my effort. Many even helped me get better. Try to be around English as much as possible. Listen to English music. Watch English movies. Read English books or articles. The more you hear the language, the more natural it will feel. And don't worry if you don't understand everything at first. Over time, your brain will start to see patterns. Things will make more sense. Learning English can also be fun. You can play games in English. Sing along to songs. Join online groups where people from all over the world practice English together. There are so many ways to make learning enjoyable. The key is to find what works best for you. And to keep doing it. Be kind to yourself. And one more thing, be kind to yourself. Learning a new language is one of the bravest things you can do. It's not easy. It takes time. But every day you spend learning is a step forward. You might not see progress right away. But it is happening. You are getting better every single day. At the end of the day, remember why you are learning English. Maybe it's for your job. Maybe it's to travel. Maybe it's to meet new people. Maybe it's just to challenge yourself. Hold on to that reason. Let it guide you. Let it keep you wanting to learn. When the journey feels long, remember the doors that will open when you know the language well. One final thought as you continue on this journey. I want to leave you with one final thought. English is more than just words. It's a bridge to new things. It's a way to make new friends. It's a way to have new chances. When you speak English, you are not just learning a language. You are stepping into a bigger world. It's a world full of possibilities. So keep speaking. Keep learning. And never give up on yourself. One day you will look back at this moment. You will see how far you have come. And that day you will smile and say, I did it. Thank you for listening.